Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Maddie Brown Brush, a Sister Wives star, has hit her father, Kody Brown, with a major diss. They have long been estranged, and she didn't even notify him she was pregnant with her third child. Now that she has smacked him hard, what did she do? Keep reading for more information. When Sister Wives actress Kody Brown met Maddie Brown Brush's second child, things got very awkward. She made it quite apparent that she did not need him in her life or around her children. The main reason was that she didn't think it was fair for him to come and go in her children's lives, leaving them hanging. Furthermore, she mentioned that her two oldest children, Axel and Evie, had no idea who he was. Maddie's father was furious since she didn't inform him she was pregnant her third child. Kody couldn't understand why she didn't contact him, but she had reasons. Fans have noticed that Maddie continues to criticize her father. She refers to him by his full name rather than Dad. Maddie has played a significant role in season 19 by assisting her mother, Janelle Brown, in changing her life. They purchased a farm together, and a fan noticed this and was very happy of Maddie. Madison refers to her father as Kody Brown. Not Dad or my father. That explains everything I need to know. Viewers of Sister Wives were overwhelmingly supportive of Maddie Brown Brush's treatment of Kody. Furthermore, they discussed their personal experiences with deadbeat fathers who do not even attempt. Kody has never accepted responsibility for his estrangement from his children. However, his son, Gabe Brown, claimed that it was necessary in order to move forward. Despite the death of his kid, Garrison Brown, it appears that his attitude has not changed significantly. Sister Wives fans have long loathed Kody Brown and the way he handled the OG-13 kids. His behavior was particularly awful during the pandemic, yet he still believes he is entitled to intimate knowledge about their life. When viewers heard Maddie call her father by his government name, they had nothing but compliments for her. I was really pleased of the way she talked about him. Yes, my sperm donor is identified Ken, and he has been since my parents separated when I was 12 years old, after I testified against him in court. I'm no longer his daughter, he'll never be this fortunate again in his life, and I hope he dies alone and lonely. Many people felt Kody was exceedingly selfish during the Garrison burial since he did not spend time with his elder children. Fortunately, the children had each other, which was quite heartwarming. Maddie Brown, Kody, and Janelle Brown's once peacekeeping daughter, has finally spoken, and what she said has shaken the whole Sister Wives fandom. This time, it wasn't simply a subtle shade or a passing comment, rather, it was a strong, direct, and emotionally charged takedown that many are calling Kody Brown's most surprising strike yet. For years, Maddie attempted to remain neutral, bridging the gap between her mother, Janelle, and her estranged father, Kody. However, as the Brown family's tensions rose to an all-time high following Garrison's terrible death, unresolved animosity, suppressed emotions, and hidden truths eventually surfaced, and Maddie let it all out. It all started with Maddie's emotional Instagram Live, which she planned as a Q&A session with fans about parenthood, life in North Carolina, and her ideas on grieving after losing her brother. Fans didn't expect her to wander off course and deliver a brutally honest critique of her father's actions in recent years, particularly his lack of accountability and empathy for his older daughters. Maddie didn't specifically mention Kody at first, but it was clear who she was referring to when she stated, "Some people believe that being a dad ends when the camera turns off or when things get too difficult. But a real father comes up, even when it's difficult or terrible." The comments section immediately exploded, with followers coming in to praise her candor, calling her the voice of reason and the only Brown child brave enough to say what we've all been thinking. However, that was hardly the most shocking moment. When a fan gently questioned if Maddie still had a relationship with Kody after Garrison died, Maddie hesitated, looked down, sighed profoundly, and ultimately responded, "It's complicated. But after everything that has transpired, I've understood that some relationships aren't worth giving up your tranquility for." That single sentence sent shockwaves throughout the Sister Wives group. Did Maddie just confirm her breakup with Kody? Was this the final blow to the already shattered Brown family dynamic? Was this the tipping point for Kody, his children, and Janelle's relationship? As fan conjecture grew, more clues surfaced. A few days later, Maddie shared a poignant photo collage of Garrison, featuring childhood memories, their last Christmas together, and a heartwarming video of Garrison playing with her children. Maddie captioned the photo, "You were the one who always showed up. Thank you for loving my children as if they were your own. You were the genuine stuff, bub." The touching eulogy received overwhelming appreciation, but one remark stuck out, "You were the one who always showed up." It seemed like an intentional contrast to the man who, according to many, didn't, their father, Kody. If fans weren't sure if this was a swipe at Kody, Maddie made it quite obvious in a following podcast session with her husband Caleb. On their podcast, Maddie discussed the emotional roller coaster of sorrow, the burden of being the calm one in the family, and growing up under a patriarch who loved with conditions. She clarified, "There's a difference between a dad who's there when it looks good on TV and a dad who's there when your heart is breaking at 2 a.m. Caleb stayed mute as Maddie poured her heart out, her voice trembling but never breaking. Fans sat in startled silence as Maddie, who was usually viewed as calm, composed, and loyal, finally revealed what it was like to grow up in the Brown family, particularly in recent years as tensions between Kody and virtually all of his children rose. She didn't mince words when she remarked, "Garrison felt like he wasn't important to some individuals in our family." And he was not wrong. Many fans believe it was the moment the gloves fell off. Maddie Brown had done something Christine, Janelle, and even Mary had never dared to do in public. She confronted Kody openly and emotionally, without theatrics or animosity, but with frightening honesty. The fallout was immediate. Reddit threads were flooded with titles like "Maddie finally drags Kody," "Maddie's diss will go down in sister wives history," and "Justice for Garrison, Maddie is speaking for all the kids." Some fans speculated that this public denunciation would exacerbate the family schism, particularly with Robin, who has always been seen as the sole wife who defended Kody through thick and thin. Fans were even more startled by Kody's subsequent quiet. No Instagram answer. There is no PR statement. There was no spontaneous family photo uploaded to smooth things over. Nothing. It was as if Kody was either in complete damage control mode behind the scenes or simply didn't care to repair the wound that had now been ripped wide open for public viewing. Meanwhile, Christine Brown reposted Maddie's tribute to Garrison on Instagram stories, adding a single heart emoji and the words, "He was loved. Always." Janelle also reacted on her daughter's podcast episode, stating, "I'm proud of your strength. Speaking the truth can help others heal." Fans couldn't help but see a cohesive front building among Janelle's side of the family, a collective refusal to keep pretending everything was fine. They were tired of ignoring Kody's absenteeism, partiality, and contentious parenting. And, with Maddie leading the effort, many viewers saw this as the start of a new era for the Brown children, one in which the truth would no longer be buried behind production edits, and the children would finally be free to speak up. Maddie's refusal to monetize her diss was what added to its impact. She did not promote a book, a television special, or a new spin-off. Her remarks were born not of resentment or revenge, but of real, unfiltered anguish and disappointment.